Explain by solving these three questions, and this is the applications of midpoint formula. We already discussed how to use midpoint formula in the previous sessions or exercise 13a we did there. Okay, if you want to know the midpoint formula and section formula, please see the previous video is there in the playlist. Okay, now I'll explain by solving all these three questions. First question, number one, from your textbook. This is textbook ICC, published by Selina. Okay. Find the midpoint of the line segment joining the point 5 minus 3 and minus 1 comma 7. Okay, we'll draw the rough sketch figure because it is, if you draw the rough sketch, it is very easy to understand as well as it's very easy to get the answers correctly. Okay, now answer, this is answer of question number one. Let me draw the line. Okay, then mark one end of the line segment is A, then other end is B, then coordinate, you can write the coordinate 5 comma minus 3, then minus 1 comma 7. Okay, midpoint means the point exactly middle of these two point. Okay, at the middle of these 2 points, this middle point is called midpoint. Then you can mark this is P, and this is coordinate is always represented by X and Y. Okay, and this is X1, Y1, and this coordinates is always represented by X2, Y2 for our convenient. Okay, you can mark any letter. If you are getting confused, always use X1, Y1 the first coordinate and last coordinate X2, Y2, and middle coordinate always mark as XY. And this midpoint formula help us to get the coordinate of this midpoint. Okay, this middle point, center point. That's why midpoint formula always help to get the coordinate of this middle point. Let's write the formula. Midpoint formula. Midpoint formula, x is equals to x1 plus x2 divided by 2. This is very easy. Then y is equals to y1 plus y2 divided by 2. Same thing we can do directly also. Just look at here. Without using the formula also. Take to get the value of x. To get the value of x, just get the sum of coordinate of x. Okay. 5 plus minus 1 is how much? 5 plus minus 1 is 4, and 4 divided by 2 is how much? 2. We can do directly also, but always write the formula because formula carries some marks. Okay, then let's substitute the value in this formula. X equals to value of x1 is how much? 5. While you substitute the value, please substitute with the proportion. Sign is very important in mathematics. Okay, then in formula plus sign is there, then minus 1, then divided by 2. Then for next, substitute the value of y1 is minus 3, then plus 7 divided by 2 according to the formula. Then x is equals to 5 minus 1 divided by 2, y equals to minus 3 plus 7 means 4 divided by 2. You can cancel it. 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4. Then x is equals to 4 divided by 2. Here also you can cancel. 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4. Now that means we got the value of x how much? Value of x equals to 2 and value of y equals to 2. Then while you're writing the coordinate, please write the value of x and y together by putting comma in between. Okay, then therefore midpoint coordinates of midpoint is coordinate of midpoint is xy is there. Okay, coordinate of midpoint is xy is there. That means 2 comma 2. Okay, 2 comma 2. This is a very easy one. Okay, now we same thing we already did in the previous exercise, that is 13a. Now let's do the question, next question, and before that let me drop this board. Now second question is also easy. I am doing all these simple questions to make your base. After doing the base, we will choose the questions, okay, from exercise. Question number 3, the coordinate of A and B, C, not 3, 2, okay, sorry, question number 2, points A and B have coordinate 3 comma 5, okay, and x comma y respectively. The midpoint of AB is, the midpoint coordinate is given, that is 2 comma 3. Find the value of x and y. Question asks to find the value of x and y. Okay, now let's do it. Answer of question number 2. Before going to solve this kind of questions, always draw the rough sketch. Okay, now this is A and B. The coordinate of A is given there, 3, 5, and B is x comma y. Then coordinate of midpoint P, this is also provided. The coordinate of midpoint AB is how much? 2 comma 3. Then now mark by its, this is mark by x1, y1, and this is always xy, and this is x2, y2. Okay, now this is the application of midpoint. It is already mentioned there. The midpoint, if it is written the midpoint, bisector point, okay, so circle of center, that all represent the same thing. Okay, center of circle, midpoint, and bisector of a line all represent the same point, same thing. Okay, that's why we are going to use the midpoint formula, and midpoint formula helps us to get the coordinate of this middle point. Okay, now let's write the midpoint formula. Midpoint formula is x is equals to x1 plus x2 divided by 2, and y equals to y1 plus y2 divided by 2. This is a very easy to remember. Okay, just to get the value of x, just get the sum of coordinate of x. Okay, then to get the value of, get the sum of the coordinate of y. Okay, now let's substitute the value. X is there, how much is there? 2. Now replace it by 2. Then x1 is 3, then plus x2 is not there, x is there. Now write the x here, then divided by 2. Similarly, y is how much? 3, then y1 is 5, then plus y2 is not there, write y itself. You can write y2 also, same thing, otherwise you can write ab divided by 2. Now let's do the cross multiplication. 1 multiply 3 plus x is how much? 1 multiply 3 plus x is 3 plus x equals to 2 is 4. Now take this 3 towards right, then x is equals to 4 minus 3, x is equals to 1. Okay, we got the value of x. Now similarly, now again do the cross multiplication here. 1 multiply 5 plus y is 5 plus y, 5 plus y, then 3 multiply 2 is 6. Now take this like number to one side, then y equals to 6 minus 5, y equals to 1. Now we got the value of x and y, that means coordinate of B. Okay, we got the value of x and y, that means coordinate of B. Question asks to find the value of x and y, we got it. Okay, the value of x and y. Therefore, x is equals to 1, y equals to 1. Okay, this is a very easy. Just you use the midpoint formula correctly, and while you're marking the value, please mark like this always. First coordinate mark as x1, y1. Second coordinate always mark as x2, y2, and in between coordinate always marks as x and y. And write the formula and substitute their correct value with proper sign and simplify it. We'll get the easily. Okay. Now, third question is there. Before that, let me drop this one. If you have any problem, you can comment me. Okay. Now question number 3. Question number 3. Look at here. Coordinate of a 5, 3, b is minus 1, 1, and c is 7, 3 are the vertices of triangle. That means corner point of a triangle. Okay. Vertices means corner point. If L is the midpoint of AB, okay, where is L? L is the midpoint of side AB, and M is the midpoint of AC, so that distance LM means the distance of LM equals to half of BC or not. Let's do it. Okay. While solving this kind of questions, always draw the rough sketch, which help you to understand the sum as well as get the answer easy and correctly. Okay. Now let's I'll explain by solving these questions. Now this is the answer for question number 3. Okay, let's draw the rough sketch. We can draw here also. Now look at here. Then name of this triangle is ABC. It is given itself in question. Then write the coordinate of A. Coordinate of A is 5, 3. Coordinate of B is given there, minus 1, 1 in question. Coordinate of C is 7, minus 3. Okay. Then L is the midpoint of AB. Okay, L is the midpoint of AB. That means middle point of AB, side AB. And M is the midpoint of AC. Midpoint of AC. Now, question asks to show that LM equals to half of BC or not. And before going to solve that questions, first we need the coordinate of L and M. Then how to get the coordinate of LM? It is already mentioned. L is midpoint. That means we will use the midpoint formula to get the coordinate of B. And L is the midpoint of A and B. That means we'll use coordinate of A and B to get the coordinate of L by using midpoint formula. Similarly, M is also midpoint, and by using coordinate of A and C, we will get the coordinate of M using midpoint formula. Okay, let's do it. Then L is the midpoint of AB. Let me draw the AB here. A, B. Okay, AB. Then midpoint is L. Then A is how much? 5, 3. B is how much? Minus 1, 1. Then this is always marked as XY. This one is X1, Y1. This one is X2, Y2. Okay. Now same thing we can do directly also. If you want to do directly, but we can do directly. Otherwise, take the help of formula. Okay. And always make the habit of writing the formula, because formula carries some marks. Okay. Now, according to the midpoint formula, x is equals to x1 plus x2 divided by 2. Then y equals to y1 plus y2 divided by 2. Okay. Then x is not there. Then x1 is how much? 5. Then x2 is how much? Minus 1 plus minus 1 divided by 2. Then y is not there. Y1 is how much? 3 plus y2 is how much? 1 divided by 2. Then x is equals to 4 divided by 2. Then y equals to 4 divided by 2. Now after cancellation, x is equals to 2, y equals to 2. That means we got the coordinate of L. Coordinate of L is how much? 2 comma 2. Okay, we can write here. Coordinate of L is 2 comma 2. Similarly, we will get the coordinate of M. Okay, similarly we will get the coordinate of M. Let's do it here. Coordinate of M is the middle point of coordinate of A and C. Okay, A and C. A, C, and this is M. 5 comma 3, 7 comma minus 3. M is xy, is not there, and this is always x1, y1, and this is x2, y2. Always use the office case. Okay, now let's do here directly. Same thing we'll do here directly. Okay, for x the formula is same. X1 plus x2 divided by 2 is there. Okay, x1 plus x2 divided by 2 is there. That means x1 plus x2. X1 plus x2. 5 plus 7 is how much? 5 plus 7 is 12 divided by 2. Now similarly, y equals to y1 plus y2 divided by 2 is the same formula we are using. Then y1 plus y2, y1 plus y2, 3 plus minus 3, their sum is how much? 3 plus minus 3, their sum is 0 divided by 2. Now this is x equals to 2 1s are 2, 2 6 is 12, and y equals to 0 divided by any number is always 0. Now we got the coordinate of M, that is 6 comma 0. Okay. Now after getting the coordinate, question asks to find the LM equals to half of BC or not. Okay, LM equals to half of BC or not. We'll use the distance formula. We'll get the distance of LM and we'll get the distance of BC. We'll compare it. Okay, we'll get the distance of LM and distance of BC by using distance formula, and then we'll compare their distance whether it is half of BC or not. LM is a half of BC or not. Now let's do it here. Okay, first let's get LM. L is how much? L is 2 comma 2, M is how much? 6 comma 0, and this is always mark x, y1, x1, y1, x2, y2. Okay, now according to distance formula, LM equals to distance LM equals to under root. We already discussed this formula in the previous exercise also. Okay, let me write here x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Okay, just get the difference of x one side and y, whether you write x1 or x2 front, it does not matter. Okay, same thing only. Then but write x variable one side and y variable on the other side. Then substitute their value. While you substitute value, please substitute with the proper sign. Sign is very important, and this is called distance formula. Okay, now x2 is how much? 6 minus x1 means 2. Okay, this is 6 minus 2. Then plus y2 is how much? 0. Y2 is how much? 0 minus y1 means 2. Okay, 0 minus 2 square. Now, and this is equals to 4. 6 minus 2 is 4. 4 square is 16. Then minus 2 square. 0 minus 2 is minus 2, and minus 2 square is how much? 4. That means how much we got here? This is 20. Okay, LM equals to 20, and 20 is the, get the factor of 20. 2 2 is 4, 4 5 is 20. That means LM equals to 2 root 5. Okay, if the pair is there, take one out of the root. Okay, now we got lm equals to root 20, that means 2 root 5. Now similarly get the distance BC and we'll compare it to get whether this is valid or not. Okay. Now BC, B is minus 1, 1 and C is 7 minus 3, and this is always marked as x1, y1 and this is marked as x2, y2. Okay. Now let's use the formula. BC equals to, we are using the same formula, x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Now substitute value. While you substituting value, substitute with their proper sign. Now x2 is almost 7. Now look at here. A very important point is there. x2 7, then minus is there. Okay. x1 minus 1 and minus 1 minus, and this minus is how much? Minus, and this minus is how much? Minus minus plus 1 square. Then plus y2 is how much? Minus 3. Then minus y1 is how much? 1 minus 1. Now this is 8. 7 plus 1 is 8. 8 is a 64 plus minus 3 minus 1 is minus 4, minus minus plus 4 for the 16. Okay. Now this is how much? This is 80. Then factors of 80 is how much? 2 multiply 2 multiply 2 multiply 2 multiply 5. Now this is out of pair of factor, one will out from square root, then another pair of factor, again 2 is out, then there is no pair, it's remain under the root 5. Okay. Now look at here, this is BC. Okay, look at here, this value and this value are the same. Say that means, can we replace 2 root 5? Can we replace 2 root 5 by lm? Yes, yes, obviously. Okay, because lm equals to how much there? 2 root 5. 2 root 5. Let's replace it by BC equals to 2e. 2 lm means, sorry, 2 root 5 means lm. Then this multiply number always goes down. This multiply number always goes down. Then BC by 2. This multiply number always goes down. BC by 2 equals to lm, or lm equals to half of BC. Why we are writing up 1? This 1 implies to add denominator. Okay, this 1 implies to add denominator. That's why if the number is the at denominator, to represent the denominator, always write 1 at the numerator. Then what is left? BC. Now we got the same answer. Yeah, we prove it. Okay, proved. This way we can do the many sum by using the simple midpoint formula and distance. There are altogether 3 formulas there. Section formula we already learned, the application of section formula, midpoint formula and distance formula. We already learned all these 3 formula in the beginning of this chapters. Okay, and I am requesting you all, first go through this video again and again till you understand. After understanding, please try out the question from your textbook. If you need any kind of help, please comment us. Okay, we'll meet in next video. Till then, take care, stay at home, stay safe.